Good afternoon from beautiful Tidmarsh Wildlife Sanctuary. That's just a little bit of it. So I was walking through here and just really reminded of the ways that meditation helps me later on in the day, whether it's discipline, increased discipline in a moment of indecision, or just encouragement or physical energy or inspiration, or maybe my perception starting to lower a little bit, and something just sort of reaching in and like, nope, lifting it back up. For example, if I'm not connecting to something greater than myself and greater than my story and sometimes my present moment or my yesterday, then when I come for a walk here, I might really be aware of, like, my feet really hurt, or just the overall health of my body, or the state of my bank account, and I may just sort of be really struggling to have a walking meditation, or even to have inner peace. But when I'm in the habit of sitting in the morning, like Colleen and I did this morning, and we've been doing together, it's a whole different game. It's a whole different experience. Now this morning we sat, and she sits on this little Yohibo beanbag thingy. I sit on the couch with like lumbar support and a blanket, and like I'm really comfortable. And some days, like today, as soon as my body gets relaxed in like 5 minutes, sort of starts to go to sleep, I can find myself, in that in-between state where, theta brainwaves is running the show, and I'm sort of just seeing all those images. And I found myself there this morning, and, the key is to leave judgment at the door. Like if 15 minutes has gone by and you really feel like you've sort of just been resting and half sleeping and not meditating, and you start beating yourself up over that, well, you're probably not going to have the experience you want to have. Or if you just get up and say, well, I suck, or this didn't work, or then, well, you also won't have the experience that you want to have. But if you just stay with it, realize what's there, embrace the present moment, instead of just trying to whip yourself, push it out the door, give it a hug, and another hug, and just wait for it to leave. What I mean is that feeling of disappointment. Love it, and you're gonna find, if you just sink back into stillness, that great things will happen. It's a relationship after all. You put the time in, you stick with it, and you're going to get more out of it. It's like any relationship. And it's the relationship with who we really are, right? It's the relationship with our hearts, distanced a little from our minds. And as I sat there longer, we ended up sitting for about 40 minutes, and that last 20 was really great. Like, out of the stillness, out of nowhere, I just started feeling things and seeing things. I mean, one was like the room we're in, our really big living room, second floor living room with the view of the ocean, like it being dark in there like a Sunday morning, but like 10 people in there. Just like a little meditation group, community meditation group, where, the people that were into it and I wanted to now come on, say, a Sunday morning at 6:30 and sit for 45 minutes or an hour. And I could just feel like the energy in the room, and I could sort of hear myself kind of guiding it a little bit, and us sort of all tuning into compassion for this group of people or that group of people, and just sort of really getting in touch with love and compassion, and then just directing it together in one direction toward one situation, or whether it was a group of people we knew were suffering, or one individual, or loving up on the president because his inner child really needs it. That was there. I mean, a bunch of other just ideas and things that were exciting for me to put my attention on just sort of came in, and that's what happens. That's what happens when you just sit long enough and you don't judge yourself. The stuff comes up, or you can't bypass it, but you can just let it be and let it go, and it usually will. Hence why they call it a practice. But so, I'm tuning into and feeling the excitement of these different possibilities, and staying with that feeling for a little bit. And so I tuned myself up today in the morning for the rest of the day. And I just wanted to say that the benefits of meditating go way beyond the time that you're actually meditating, where you are, lowering your blood pressure and heart-mind coherence and all the awesome, wonderful things that happen while you're actually meditating. But there's just a different frequency that it puts you on that then is going to sort of be with you all day. And that's so fantastic. Because whatever you want to call it, that prana, that life, that force, that source, spirit, it doesn't go anywhere. It's always with you and all through you. It's just because you get up and you go to work or drive your kids to school. It's still right there. It's still right there. It's always right there. So, just wanted to share this as more of an encouragement for people to get back into a practice maybe that you've let go, or lengthen a 5-minute practice to a little bit longer, or just start. Start. And boy, if you live close to me, here anywhere near Plymouth, reach out, because we'll be doing an evening group, and at some point probably a morning meditation group. It's going to be great. Group energy always helps. Big difference even for me, meditating with Colleen versus doing it alone. Fantastic. Have a great day, great night. Oh, and the Red Sox won again last night. Yay.